all said and done, I'll be right here by your side. No matter how tough we can make
trying to educate y'all.
if
The
we
ones that's
try.
listening, the ones that won't listen, hey man. Hey, you gotta go through this. I ain't gotta go through it. But check it. Tampa PD has announced an arrest in rapper Julio Foolio death. Now, I'm gonna tell you like this. Everybody knew that was going to happen. Everybody knew that those guys crashed out. Everybody knew that they was in that entourage with them, rolling like they just, hey man, it happens like that, man. They probably, the guy went out there to celebrate his birthday, put it on a flyer, so people knew where he was gonna be at. So they showed up right there as groupies. Showed up as groupies. It wasn't the shorty and all that. They was all together. We going down there to get them. And whoever that was in the mask, hey man, they was some bold people. Now you gonna hear how let the what is he, the captain, the sergeant, or something like that? Let him tell you about it.
A little more than a month ago, a group of individuals with the goal of premeditated murder traveled from Jacksonville to Tampa to commit a heinous crime in our city. I said at that time that we would make arrests and get justice in this case for all the victims, including the mother of Charles Jones, who traveled from Jacksonville this morning to be present for this announcement. Today, I stand before Tampa Police Major Pat Messmer, Jacksonville Sheriff T.K. Waters, and Hillsborough State Attorney Susie Lopez to announce the arrest of 3 people in the deadly shooting of Charles Jones, also known by his stage name of Julio Foolio. In addition, we have warrants and are actively searching for 2 other individuals in this case. Today's announcement.
Now, not the people that's actually going through this, but the people that's actually going through this. Where do you think you can hide from a warrant so significant without all that money that it'll take for you to do all the things you conspiracy theorists talk about? Now, you can't hide nowhere. They are on you now. They on you.
Yeah.
Where you at?
All living in the joint.
You ain't safe.
All right.
People can kick the door in any time. The people you around can give you up. Do y'all think that people is gonna risk their freedom now they know you on the run to hide you out in this criminal organization that only they talk about on television? Because in the real world it don't exist. They will give you up. They will give you up. Just like they got caught now. You think somebody want to be in the car when they pull that car over and say they aiding and abetting the fugitive? Come on, man. I don't know. Talk to me, man. Let me know what y'all think, man. I don't know.
It would not be possible without the outstanding investigative work of our homicide detectives and with the assistance of the Jacksonville Sheriff's Office and the ATF. These individuals took extreme measures to try to cover their actions, but they were no match for our investigators. Isaiah Chance, Elisa.
You heard what he said? He said they took extreme measures to cover their actions, but they were no match. I know y'all seen the movie Enemy of the State. Will Smith, they was tracking them with the cameras. They had trackers on them. They had everything. Now that's what they saying that they have for this whole gang now. Whoever's associated with this gang, they are watching you. And even if they have to follow you one at a time, sitting outside your house, it's the new friend just came to your neighborhood, it's the new girl just walked down the block, you don't know who the fuck is watching you. But one thing y'all all want is y'all want the world to be watching you. But is this what you want them to be watching you for? I mean, tell me, is it worth it? Is it worth it? Because when he want all the jewelry, he want all the cars, he want all the houses, he want it all back. But just think, it's some people who life ain't even worth that. Listen, man, come on, man. No match for what they had for you.
The Andrews, Sean Gaithright, Davion Murphy, and Rashard Murphy are all accused of playing a role in Jones's death and are all charged with 1 count of murder in the first degree, premeditated with the discharge of a firearm, and 1 count of conspiracy of murder in the first degree, premeditated with the discharge of a firearm. Chance, Andrews, and Gaithright were arrested over the weekend in Jacksonville. Davion Murphy and Rashard Murphy are still fugitives of justice, and we are working closely with the Jacksonville Sheriff's Office and the U.S. Marshals to...
Them two had already got down. They said, I'm telling you, because you get a warning. You gonna know when they coming for you. Especially, you know, and I'm gonna say everybody is innocent until proven guilty. And you don't want to never get into the glitz and the gloss and the claws of these motherfuckers that's out here that can lock you up for 1,000 years. I'm talking about put you away for 1,000 years. 1,000. You done died and came back. You still in this motherfucker. Now, I don't know what the motive was. I don't know if there was blood spilled. I don't know. And I don't know if people looked at Julio Foolio as somebody that they just look at as a rapper and they ain't gonna try to solve the crime because he done committed crimes and he done did this, he bout that life and all this and that. So if we bout that life, ain't nobody that ain't gonna give a fuck about it. Listen, man. Listen. To you new crash dummies, just don't crash out. Y'all can't wait to crash out. You think you can get away with some shit that they technology that caught these dummies. You think you can beat this technology.
To apprehend them. On June 23rd, Tampa police officers responded to a shooting on McKinley Drive and located 4 victims. One person, later identified as Charles Jones, was pronounced deceased. Jones was in town celebrating his birthday and posted on his social media his locations several times throughout that night. Surveillance video was critical in this investigation, as suspects were seen on video following Jones from location to location.
Now, told you they was a part of that entourage. They were seen on video following him. Now, did they catch them on video following them all the way from Jackson to Tampa. You will never know until they get into that courtroom. But I guarantee you, they done had a mask on, just pulling over like they do in the movies in the back, just hanging out in the back. Nah, they was a part of that little groupie entourage. Followed him from Jackson to Tampa. That's where they followed them. And these people are telling you, listen to what they saying. To all you new crash dummies that's trying your best to crash out, listen at what they saying.
This shows the lengths that these individuals were willing to go through and achieve that this murder would occur. At 4:15 in the morning, Jones began to head to a hotel on McKinley. One of the suspect vehicles is seen following the victim. However, instead of following them into a parking lot, they stage across the street. At 4:38, 3 shooters exit a vehicle and walked in the direction of the hotel. They murdered Jones with a handgun and 2 rifles. This barrage of gunfire also struck 3 additional victims who miraculously survived this incident. Let's look at this video.
What Nas say? Do it now. Do it now. They was riding around with him. They got full of that. They got full of that hate juice. They got full of that energy. And they said, man, we finna do it now. That's when they put the mask on. But see, they wasn't riding around fucking Tampa with mask on in that entourage, and nobody seen them. So that's how you fools crashing out, man. That's how y'all crashing out. Even if y'all parked over there and y'all was across the street, y'all followed them already. They got you from coming from Tampa or wherever in the world you came from. They got you on video coming from there, getting in them cars, going to do that, and everywhere that he went, y'all went. And y'all just sat there, y'all looked at it like, yeah, I don't know if y'all know each other or not. But whatever it was, what he say, do it now.
This is at the hotel, and you can see the shooters are getting in position for their planned out murder.
Now what they think they creeping to? Where do they think they creeping to? You see they got you from right there? Man, they got shit that's following you all around now. All they gotta do. Come on, man. Enemy of the State, man. That movie is old. Man, that's how they been solving a lot of these new crimes. They won't even tell you how they solved them. They just they go out and find a snitch. They go out and find somebody. Once they show him this, they showing him this without all the news bulletins on it and all that. And he like, damn, man, y'all got, yeah, we followed you. Now, that person to end up telling them what happened, how they did everything, because they already got it, and then y'all don't even know they done had this technology for years. They just now letting you be able to see the technology. Just like they giving us the microphones and the platforms to talk on. And they got y'all just fueling beef. Man, they watching that whole shit. You ain't getting away with nothing. I'm gonna tell you something, man. If you think you getting away with something, nowadays, you just got to say, fuck it, it's over. When it's over, it's over. Man, I'm finna do this. You like the Trump shooter, you crawled on the roof, and you like, even if I don't take the shot, they say they might not kill me, but if I take the shot, they gonna kill me. You take the shot, boom, you know you ain't coming off that roof. Even just crawling up there, you know you ain't coming off that roof. So you know it's over. It's over when you get up there. And a lot of y'all been crashing out just like that. Crash out. Hey, man, but whatever your cause is, man. Gang.
they are shooting at Charles now, and you can see that he's the passenger in that car that's moving and trying to flee. And again, they're still shooting at him. He's the right front passenger in that vehicle. It's clear from that video what they were set out to do and what they had planned to do. The investigation would later reveal that the three armed shooters were Sean Gaithright, Rashard Murphy, and Davion Murphy. Detectives used footage from the scene, license plate readers, and phone logs to identify two vehicles.
Look at that cat. He was shooting like he was on Call of Duty. Shooting like he was on Call of Duty. Pants all sagging just like they got the little street games they giving the kids now. Influences everything. Influences everything. Look at him. Shooting. Sheesh. Yikes. Listen though. Listen. To all you new crash out dummies, pay attention.
And link them back to the suspects. Furthermore, it was found that the shooters are members of or affiliated with rival gangs of Jones that go by ATK and 1200. Jones was part of the 6 Block gang. Detectives believe that the ATK and the 1200 worked together to target Jones as part of an ongoing feud in Jacksonville. I want to send a clear message to anyone that the city of Tampa is not where you want to come to settle a dispute. You will be charged, you will be arrested, and you will be prosecuted to the fullest extent possible. Furthermore, if you're a gang member, there's no alleged immunity through a cone of silence, as our detectives will find evidence needed to make an arrest and hold everyone accountable, just as we did in this case. Then, you will be prosecuted by our tenacious state attorney, Susie Lopez. Today would not be possible without the assistance of our law enforcement partners in Jacksonville, who collaborated with us and shared intelligence that helped us in this case. Their agency also assisted with many search warrants, locating and arresting these dangerous individuals. At this time, I would like to invite Jacksonville Sheriff T.K. Waters, followed by State Attorney Susie Lopez.
Thanks, Chief.
Now what is these cats out here saying? Stay armed and dangerous. Stay armed and dangerous. That's what they saying? They saying stay armed and stay dangerous. I'm gonna tell you something like this, man. No matter what security you got, when they come for you, they coming for you. They gonna come for you. Now, y'all leave all them innocent people alone, man, that ain't got nothing to do with that, because I know people can see this and they could take this the wrong way, and they could think, you know, man, I gotta get, retaliation for my peoples. All right?
So good afternoon, I'm T.K. Waters, Sheriff of Duval County, Jacksonville, Florida. Thank you, Chief Burkhall, for inviting me to stand with you as we announce these murder arrests. Today, 3 dangerous criminals are off our Florida streets and in police custody where they belong. These individuals have chosen lives of urban terrorism, and with their arrests, we show Tampa, Jacksonville, and the rest of Florida, the rest of this state, that we hold violent criminals accountable. At the Jacksonville Sheriff's Office, we will always work together with our law enforcement partners to ensure that our communities are free of those who choose violence over peace. I want to applaud the investigators from Tampa PD and JSO for their committed collaborative work to bring violent criminals to justice. What I saw in this partnership evidenced the very best of information and resource pooling to ensure public safety. In closing, I want to directly speak to those who choose violence and those who embrace a culture that glorifies violence. Florida, Tampa, JSO, Jacksonville, Miami, wherever you are, will not tolerate foolishness, will not tolerate shootings and needless violence. We will not make excuses for poor decisions. We'll hold you accountable for your criminal actions.
You heard what he said? Did you hear what he said? They not gonna make excuses for you. So when you think you riding around 4, 5 deep, 6, 7 deep, everybody in there with what you trying to do. Even though they can get convinced and they can be scared to say something, they ain't like the guy from Boys in the Hood. Hey Doe, pull over, let me out. They ain't like Trey. They stay in that car and they see some horrific shit. You think they on your side, but really they not, man. People is not condoning your bullshit no more. Look, man, ain't no excuses. Ain't nobody making excuses but you. I'm trying to told you.
Florida's a state of law and order. Law enforcement agencies in this state will always work together to protect the good and decent people who chose to live within the law. And we will always work together to ferret out those who choose the lives of violent crime. Thank you.
Thank you, Sheriff. The ongoing fight between these two groups spilled over into Tampa last month. Let me be clear, the feud stops here.
Feud over in Tampa last month. Month later, they done went through all that surveillance because this little dude is under surveillance. From what I'm hearing, he was one of them drill rappers, so you know, and he was about that. So you know they watching him already. They got a couple of them in the entourage anyway. Little undercover cops, all in entourage like they had in Biggie and Pop. But they ain't just bring that out like that. But in his little entourage, of course, if y'all could think that they had those type, man, they had all the surveillance, everything. You probably could see the whole surveillance of Biggie getting shot. Tupac getting shot, but they couldn't release the technology on you like that because they wanted a lot of us to crash out more. When I say us, I mean to me too. They want me to crash out. They like, shit, nigga, we got a fucking camera on every pole. Crash out. Half of you got cameras on y'all crib. Phones. Everywhere. Crash out. They can follow you everywhere. Take that one phone, get your phone number, follow you everywhere you went. Man, come on, man. Come on, man. Listen, you need crash out, dummies.
All 5 of these defendants are facing life in the Florida State Prison, even the ones who didn't pull the trigger.
All of them facing life in prison, even the ones who didn't pull the trigger. Now you telling me one of them ain't finna try to get a deal if they really did it. If they did that, they already know they going, and you know you probably really wasn't with it. You was just riding around to see if they was gonna do it. And like he said, do it now. And then it go down. Man, they telling you. Get the paperwork, y'all. I ain't gonna research it. Y'all go do it.
In Florida, if you participate in the planning of a murder, you can be held accountable for the person's death. And that is what we intend to do here. There were 3 people who pulled the trigger. You saw it on the video. 5 people, though, are charged with murder. The level of planning and coordination between these 5 defendants was truly alarming. It is clear that they all had one purpose in coming to Tampa, and that was to kill. And let's not lose sight of the fact that there are innocent victims in every homicide case. the loved ones who are left behind. His fans knew him as Julio Foolio, but to his mom, he's Charles. We're fighting to make sure that she gets justice. I was able to speak with her this morning before she got to Tampa, and she's in Tampa with us today. I wanted to let her know that my office takes gun violence very seriously, and I let her know that these 5 defendants will be held accountable for their calculated actions. The defendants are in custody, 3 of them in Jacksonville, and will be moved here to appear in court. My office will file a motion for pretrial detention to ensure that these dangerous individuals are held behind bars as they await trial, where they belong. I want to commend the Tampa Police Department for this investigation.
Now, you heard what she said. Man, I don't know what y'all thinking, and I know a lot of y'all sitting in there, you still got ops out there, you thinking about your ops, and you thinking about your ops more than you thinking about your family, but some of y'all use y'all family as opposition as well. So, you know, y'all listen to some of these bad influences, man. Just saying anything just make you crash out, you know what I mean? I know you could be going through a hard time, man. Mental health is real, man. Now, a lot of y'all, you can't sit there and forgive the brother or sister, whoever. You know what I mean? You can't, you don't find it in your heart to forgive them. Man, sometimes, man, you just gotta let it go, man. Sometimes it's over with, man. It's over, man. Because you know, at this point in the game, you crashing out. You crashing all the way out. It's a fact.
As well as our collaboration with JSO. The TPD investigation developed a mountain of evidence, and we will work hard to ensure that justice is served for all victims in this case. Thank you very much.
Driver! Open the car door! Let me see your hands! Step on out! Step on out! Look away! Back up to the sound of my voice! Yep. Stop right there. Lift your shirt up. Turn. Do a 360. What? Just listen to us. We'll talk about it. Keep going. Keep going. Turn. Turn.
Now, to all y'all, man, I'm gangster, man. This gangster, that's gangster. Is this gangster right here to where you get out your vehicle? You ain't give him a chance to get out his vehicle. But you get out your vehicle, raise your arms up, talking about why y'all surrounding my car. Or why y'all targeting my car. Y'all didn't give him that opportunity. But let's just check out this gangster though. This is gangster, that's what they told you. To all dudes that was influenced by this. This is the end result. This is the end result to this gangster. Now you gotta go be a gangster in the penitentiary. It is what it is. I don't know if she was involved.
Isaiah 10, this is the Jacksonville Sheriff's Office. Here you for the driveway. We have a warrant for your arrest. Come to the front door with nothing in your hand.
Big guns.
We are not going away.
What's gonna happen?
Hands
Come
up!
on out with your hands up.
You're good. Come on out. Hands up.
Come
Put
on
your
out
hands
with
up.
your hands up. Bring it to the officer.
We ready for war. They ready for war right now.
Yep.
So when
Put
I
your
tell you
hands
they
up!
come for you, they come for you.
Listen,
Put your hands in the air. Hands up.
They ain't
in the
they're
air.
not gonna do it.
Hands
They
in
did.
the
I
air.
know they got drone footage of this. They got
All right.
backyard footage.
Slowly walk
They
toward
got
me.
backyard.
Let's go.
Look at it.
Right here. Right
Look
here.
at it.
Walk right here. Let's go.
You know what them. You know what they there
Yeah.
for.
Walk this way. Listen to the instructions.
Hey, keep your hands up and walk
You
out
don't know
towards
what's
me.
going on, but in
Hey,
your rap video,
over here. Over here.
listen, man,
You're
that's
gonna
just
get
a
hit with the
lifestyle,
left
y'all.
feet.
That's entertainment.
Get your hands up
This
and
is
walk
not
towards me.
entertaining right here.
Hands
But
up
I'm
and walk
using this
towards
for
me.
entertainment purposes.
Hands up and walk towards
Him
me.
walking out there to
Keep
them with
coming.
all them big guns
Keep
drawn
coming.
on him like he drawn on.
Keep coming. Keep
Or
coming.
avoiding them in that car
Keep
and
coming.
that crowd of people
Keep
that
coming.
was around and he was shooting
Keep
right.
coming.
They didn't carry
Stop.
in.
Stop.
But
Turn
now look,
around. Keep
now
your
you
hands up. Turn
complying.
around.
They're telling you get on the ground. This the
Hands
end of
up, keep your
rap
hands
video right
up.
here.
Hands up, don't
Ice
reach
Cube
for your
did
waist.
this scene
Do not
one
reach
time
for your
where
waist.
he
Look
put
at
his
me, back
hand
up.
Oh,
Back up.
Y'all
Back
didn't
up.
get the point?
Back up.
You didn't get the point
Back
in
up.
the toe?
All right, go to your knees.
Yikes.
Put your hands behind your back. Stay there. Stay there. Don't move.
Now look at him. He came out. Why you think they at your door? Was you trolling or they followed you like they've been saying? They followed you. You right, the cell phone, he probably got the same cell phone on him he had back then, wherever he was at. The very people they'd already done caught, the other two people, somebody that made a statement already, late already said, shit, you getting life. You know, being connected to this, you getting life. We followed you. Look, there were all the footage. What you think he gonna do? And y'all go in there and watch the court case and everything. I'm just trying to tell you, new Crash Out dummies, this is your end result to your music video. This is the end result, and this ain't a video. This is real life. This is not a movie. This ain't Keefy D trying to sell some rights to his life and all that. This is it, because Keefy D was in that same situation. Just for, whew, I'm telling you, they had the footage back then. They didn't want to show them back then because they didn't really care back then. Now, social media make everybody care. And now you know how many people is not putting up with your bullshit. Ain't nobody falling for that. It's some rules in the street and all this. Nobody's going for that, man. Ain't no rules to war. Ain't no rules to a fight. You got a knife, he got a gun, boom, he blow you away. Ain't no, man, put your knife down, put your gun down, man, it's a fair one. Not today. Them ain't the rules they playing by. Y'all seen how they Swiss cheese that car. Was damn near shooting each other trying to shoot him. So where the gangster at now? When the cuffs come out. How is that gangster? They putting cuffs on you. You just had that big gun. What you do, throw the gun away? You didn't think them folks was coming? Was the gun in the house? Why you come out without the gun? You Julio Foolio didn't have a chance. Even if he had a gun, his homeboys had guns. When they come for you, man, they come for you. So all y'all need to pay attention. You need to pay attention. I'm trying to tell you, this is real. Look at that.
Isaiah? Isaiah? Stand up. Isaiah Twin, right?
Both suspects in custody and Andrew's there now.
Went so peaceful. Man, it is storming out there. They came in the rain. I'm telling you. And they do this every day. Every day. This they job. Their job is to come and get you. Your job is to try to get away. But why today, when people getting some type of money, I would think, or if they broke, I don't know the finances. I ain't gonna try to go into your finances. I just want to go into your train of thought. There's some ways you could get money without selling your soul, because when he come back for it, he want it all. He want it all back.
Keep walking. Keep walking. Now turn around. Put your hands behind your back.
barefooted. That new hairstyle is over. It's done. They finna take that down. Just messed up the hairstyle and came out the house. I don't know how many other people came out the house, or is any other people coming out the house. My thing is this right here. Why you coming out so peaceful now?
Anybody else inside?
I'm gonna tell you something. Rain feels so good when you free. When you free, man, that rain feels good, man. Just dropping on your head. You trying to run from it, trying to hide from it. When you in a penitentiary, ain't no raindrops. But the leaks in the walls, man, you wish you could get out there in that rain. Yard closed. Go in. Just like you a little kid and your mama come outside and say, time to come in the house. Go in. They said, you want to do this on camera? Now look at the camera on you. Look at him. Wet. Man probably had pneumonia, man. Got him out there sitting on there. You just left out this beautiful home. Beautiful home. And I'm not saying these the people. I don't know. I don't know the evidence. I ain't gonna even follow it no further. I'm just using this as a teaching moment to you new crash out dummies. You guys is gonna crash out. Cause you can't nobody tell you nothing. You got these old dudes on the internet telling you their whole life story, their gangster story, and telling you, trying to make it out of a learning lesson, and nobody's listening to them. They telling you, I just did 26. I just did 18. I just did 10. People are coming home telling you, man, it's not worth it. But you racing to get there. You racing to get there. You can't wait to get to that penitentiary. You can't wait to get to that penitentiary. Look at this image of this brother sitting on the edge of the rest of his life. This is what it looked like. Now, was it worth it? I mean, if you couldn't forgive him, I mean, it gotta be worth it. You couldn't forgive him. So you whatever he was doing made you go do what you did. And I'm not here to judge that. I'm not the judge, I'm not the jury. I'm just saying. This guy's sitting on the edge of his life right now, right there. You know how bad he want them people to let him up and be like, man, I wish I ain't even do that shit. Damn, Trey, I ain't even see the movie. I ain't watched Boys in the Hood. That's an old school movie. I'm too young to watch that. Well, look at it now. Look at it. Hey, dope. Pull over. That's real, man. That's real, man. It's a lot of y'all could say, man, yeah, I did get out that car. And they went and handled that business. I could have been there too. It's a lot of y'all saying that. I could have been there in that room when they was plotting that. Because if you was in that room and them 5 people say, you know what? Well, you know, we got the idea, we all plotted this together. They was just in a whole separate car and, you know, they ain't get caught. They ain't, you know, them shooters didn't have to get out. Because the other shooters they was at another motel, but you know we was over here, and you know, and they tell a story that we don't know about of how many people was involved. Look, see where he's sitting at? He's sitting at the edge of the rest of his life, locked in a cage like that. They bring the cell to the street to pick you up, put you in there. You gotta walk around the jail with them cuffs on, behind your back, in front of you, shackled down, all this type of shit with these type dudes standing around you. And that's your future. That's what you fighting to get to. That's why you so angry. That's why you so mad. You can't wait till them boys show up. Or you be like the Trump shooter, crawl on the roof. Ain't no coming down off of that roof, man. Once you get up there, ain't no coming down. Oh, fuck it, I'm with it. Suicide, bomber. Mental issues, mental health is real. Look at that, man. Mental health, man. Young brother could be He at home where he was, chilling with that girl, relaxing, watching some Tubi movies, and telling everybody, man, that shit fake, man. Them niggas ain't got all them drugs like that. Them dudes ain't got all them guns like that. They ain't busting in the hood like that. He is, allegedly. They letting it rain on him while they searched that. They could have been put him in that car. Man, it's torture already. Already sitting in the rain. They had to come in the rain. They say, well, you can sit in the rain too. You knew what you did. You know what you did. You know what you did. They on your heels for it. Oh, man. Hey, man, I just wish y'all pay attention, man. I'm talking about actually look at it for what it is. Don't try to say you could do it different or you would have ran and you would have got away and how you would have did this and how you would have did that. It ain't about that. It's about, man, just live your life, man. Stay out living. He finna go in living. Right now, hopefully, you out living.
When it's all
You know what I mean? So, hey, it is what it is, man. At this point, it is what it is.
I'll be right here.